It is Mariana's you're watching.
Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation. Keep watching. Bye.
Now, the last question, Bob. It seems with Al Haymon in the PBC series, with them signing so many fighters, it seems like eventually it would be beneficial for you guys to collaborate and work together. Will that ever happen?
No.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So that clip I just played for you guys, that was about 6 months ago, where you heard Bob Arum swearing to never work with Al Haymon. Now we fast forward to present day, and now it almost sounds like Bob Arum has done a complete 180 and Al Haymon is damn near his best friend now. Let me go ahead and quote what Bob Arum had to say about Al Haymon, working with Al Haymon in Showtime recently. Quote, "We have spoken and we are looking at the possibilities that exist to address some of the fighters from our company with some of his for next year. He's a good manager." End quote. Did you hear what Bob Arum just said? Bob Arum is talking about Al Haymon. And what does he say? He says, Al Haymon is a good manager. Now, on top of him saying this, he's been saying a lot of stuff about the possibilities of working with Al Haymon in Showtime and how Bob Arum can't wait to join forces, which is great for boxing. This is excellent news. But the irony of this all is this is coming from a man that some would say tried to ruin Al Haymon's reputation by suing him and spewing out a lot of negative remarks about Al Haymon and the PBC series. Now we find out that deep down, Bob Arum, all along, he always thought that Al Haymon was a good manager, which really translates to Bob Arum being very impressed with everything that Al Haymon was able to accomplish within, 2 years or less? That's pretty much the translation. You know, I tell you guys all the time on this channel, the truth will always come to light. You may not want to hear the truth, you may not like the truth, but at the end of the day, you could lock the truth up, throw away the key, and the truth will always find a way to break free. And now, we just have to wait for it. Now, Bob Arum is forced to speak the truth and tell us what he really thinks about Al Haymon. And this is good for the sport of boxing. Now, we have an opportunity to see some of the biggest and best fights in the sport of boxing if Bob Arum and Al Haymon work together. We are going to see some terrific fights, so this is great for boxing. I mean, hearing Bob Arum say Al Haymon is a good manager, that's like hearing ESPN's Dan Raphael say Al Haymon is a good manager, because we all know that Dan Raphael is one of the grand wizards of the decafs. So to hear Bob Arum say something like that, it's pretty big. It's very telling. And once again, it is the truth. You know, there's a quote, and it's a very simple quote. And basically it's, when you speak the truth, you don't have to remember anything. What that basically means is, as you guys have probably heard before, it's very difficult to continue lying, because you tell one lie, then you have to tell multiple other lies to cover up the original lie. And then eventually, you'll be stuck with two hard choices. One, you'll either be exposed as a liar, or you'll be forced to surrender and confess and tell the truth. Bob Arum, he told the truth today or recently. So once again, man, this is good news. You know, we've already known that Bob Arum has been talking about working with Showtime and Al Haymon. I hope to see more top-ranked fighters fighting on the PBC series. I think it would be awesome to see Lomachenko, Terrence Crawford, and all the other fighters fighting on a PBC card. That would be pretty big. So that's pretty much all I have to say for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo!